Good afternoon, everyone. It's Thursday, April 16th. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and a little update as to what's happening in the world of the coronavirus and here in Malibu and here in everybody's business. I was checked my bank account to see if a check had arrived for the Treasury, and it has not. In fact, as I understand it, that original check of $1,200 per person or thereabouts has not yet arrived in anybody's bank account, at least not that I've heard. They said they sent out checks about a week ago, and they were due to arrive by yesterday, but apparently either that hasn't happened or it's just en route. It was a bit of a hold-up. The president's name had to appear on them. I can't imagine he signed all those checks, but who knew? One of the holdups seems to be that the Internal Revenue Service has one database and the Social Security has another database. And as typically happens in government programs, the databases don't talk to each other. So even though Social Security has all of our numbers and things like that, the IRS may not. They may have your name and but they may not have your bank account. So that's going to be, for some of you, that's going to be a problem. You're going to have to go in and file a return with your bank number in it so they can send money to you. On the bailout, or the whatever they're calling it these days, the SBA $350 million that they voted as part of a $2.2 trillion package. Apparently, at this point, all the money's been spoken for. That is, they're not taking any new applications. Now, I'm not quite clear to me what that means. Does that mean that everybody's applied and haven't sent money to anybody yet, and that's added up to 350, or are they many more in the waiting and they just need more money for the additional people? It's become a battle royal in Washington. I assume they're going to disperse the 350 one of these days. I don't know at this point. We've applied. This is the payroll protection plan. This allows us to pay our employees. We loan money from the SBA. We pay our employees, and assuming the money is used just for paying employees and certain kinds of expenses over 2 months, it's a forgiven loan. It's also pretty clear how long this is all going to last. I think the mayor and the governors have said, of this state, have said that we're looking at least May 15th. And quite frankly, what they're going to do is they'll reassess it at May 15th. They'll probably do some loosening, and then they'll watch to see whether the numbers jump. If the numbers jump, and that means the number of people with coronavirus, the number of people dying from coronavirus, those that are being hospitalized, they'll tighten down again. So the reality is that even though it's going to loosen up, it's not going to loosen up the way we would all like it to, and it probably won't loosen up significantly, I would think, through the summer. They're going to be very, very hesitant to let bunches of people show up on the beach, and somehow they're going to have to do a lot of crowd control. I also suspect that a bunch of our local businesses are just not going to make it. Because if typically the winters are slow, the summers are better. If they don't get the summer traffic, they're probably finished. So they need your help. As now the restaurants need your help on the takeout, as businesses begin to reopen in a month or so, they need your help. You've got to patronize locally, or you're going to see them go. One last thing: Malibu now has a program where you can get tested. You don't have to have symptoms. Get in there tomorrow. I think it's running from 10 to 4 at City Hall. They take a sample, and they'll let you know where you are. People have, I know a bunch of people have been tested already, and I intend to be there and get myself tested. You've got to go online, go to the Malibu City, just go to Google Malibu City org, and they'll get you to this website where you put in your information. I also want to thank you all. People have been buying subscriptions. People have been donating to the paper. I can't tell you how grateful we are. We want to keep everything going. We've never missed an issue since 1946, and we don't intend to in the future. But it's tough. I mean, people are running ads, but they're not able to pay for the ads yet. They don't have any money. So thank you for your help, and hang in there, and I'll give you another update next week sometime.